Great day. I am Sylvia Walton and I am recording my responses for Module 4, Chapters 5 and 6. And I'm going to go ahead on and start with the very first question. Question number 1. When faced with change, minor or major, look at a list of 10 tips. Identify my top 3 tips. My top 3 tips, starting with number 1, is going to be realize that others can help, that you are not alone. When it comes to change, um, change is inevitable. It is something that constantly happens within the educational arena. And it takes a flexible person, someone that is able to adapt easily to maneuver their way through the education arena when it comes to change. Um, Change can be a good thing. I think that a lot of times that we just get so accustomed and complacent with what it is, excuse me, that we have going on until um, we somehow may get absorbed in it. So that will be my first tip. My second tip, learn that humility is an asset and a bonus. Um, it will be to anyone that's working in education to be humble, to show some humility. Um, Myself, being a educator, people are more apt to help you, to support you when they know that you are humble, and that you can show humility. Um, Again, change is something that's inevitable, and we have to work through um, work through those changes, because at the end of the day, we want to do what is best for children. The third one would be to accept the inevitable, um, embrace it. Um, Change, again, it doesn't hurt anyone. Um, and again, sometimes we just get so complacent. And in order to um, help students to learn and to grow, we have to be flexible. We have to again embrace change. Question number two. Question number two. There are 6 types of parental involvement, and I'm to identify a type of involvement. And I am big on learning at home. So when it comes to parental support, I like to get my parents involved. It takes parents, teachers, um, grandparents, uh, community workers coming together in order to support our students. So when I am trying to get my parents involved, I like to call them. I like to provide information for parents to help their students to be successful at home. So I'm big on learning at home, making sure that students are working while they're at home. Yes, we have them 8 hours of the day, but sometimes with my struggling students, I find that they need that additional support at home. So, Parental involvement of the six: parenting, communicating, volunteering, learning at home, decision making, collaborating with parents or community. I would have to say type 4, learning at home, would be one that I can really relate to. An example of that, or a story that I can share with another teacher, would be just this past Thursday, we had parent PTO and trunk or treat for our students. I had two parents to show up, and it's activities like these that where we can pretty much gauge that, okay, parents are going to show up for this, and this will be my opportunity to speak with them. So I'm not in a traditional setting, but it's a non-traditional setting. We're outside on the playground. Parents are just walking by. Students are walking by, enjoying themselves, going from trunk to trunk and getting treats. And so this is my opportunity, or this was my opportunity, to let one parent know, hey, your baby is she's daydreaming in class. She needs some additional support at home. I want her to work on these skills when she's not at home. And again, it was a non-traditional setting. The parent was very thankful. She said, Miss Walter, thank you so much, because I've been intending to call you, but that would be my scenario for that. Question number three. I am looking at two types of leadership, and we have the direct leadership, and we have the facilitator. The direct leadership, I would say, would be a great example of my current principal. She's also my sister in Christ, but I have to talk to her occasionally about, she has two assistant principals, and I have to speak to her occasionally about overworking herself. Yes, I know if something happens, the district has to contact her. She's going to be the first point of contact. And yes, I know she wants to be up on what's taking place, what's going on, and what's happening in the school. But that's the purpose of her having two assistant principal, so that she can push back some, and so that she can delegate some of the responsibilities to her assistant principals. Again, I understand she wants to know, she wants to be involved, but it not only affects her, but it affects her family as well. So there are some benefits to being a directive leadership, wanting to make sure that everything is running smoothly. But again, the disadvantages could be you're overworking yourself. And again, that's the purpose of her having two assistant principals, is so that she could delegate some of those responsibilities to others, rather than just trying to macro manage everything. Question number 4, the alternative of example of being more like a facilitator. I would say I am a facilitator when it comes to my classroom. I provide a facilitator type leadership. And with the facilitator type leadership, you are not telling anyone what to do, but you are basically helping, guiding, encouraging students or others to make choices. You are allowing students to collaborate with one another. You are allowing them to show ownership, to take responsibility for their decisions. Again, when it comes to facilitator, I would say that I am a facilitator because I allow my students to solve their conflicts, resolutions. I allow them to communicate, and that's it. Again, these are my responses for chapters 5 and 6, module 4, and I was trying very hard to keep it under 15 minutes. Have a great rest of the day.